Hey everyone, it's me, Alma from twinsmommy.com. And for 2024, do you have a blog? Are you interested in blogging? Is blogging going to be great in 2024? There's lots of questions and stuff. So I posted on Instagram and in my Facebook group and in my email list, I asked everyone what their questions are for blogging because everything has ramped up in 2023 with AI. All the algorithms have crashed a lot of, traffic from people and they don't know if blogging is going to be good in 2024. So I'm here to help you understand if blogging is something for you to help you make money as a stay-at-home mom for sure, because I have been doing this since 2014 and I recently shared how much I made blogging in my last video, so you can take a look at that. So it is a sustainable business, and that was in 2023 when AI took over the world, when people were being laid off, when there was a recession and they were flying cars everywhere. There was so much weird stuff going on last year that I was still able to generate income. So I want to help you today by answering your most pressing questions about blogging. I'm going to go over to my sheet and we're going to look at these questions and let's dive in. All right, so Chris D is a course student of mine and she only has one question. She wants to know, how do I find the time? I always have big plans but can never seem to squeeze it in. This is sort of like a two-part question, a motivation question, a follow-through question, because yes, I do have a lot of great big plans and they don't always come to fruition. All right, one of my plans, I believe it was in 2021 or 2022, was to develop a lot of small master classes for my audience. I never did that. I had even one year I asked my email list if they wanted me to do some live teachings on YouTube about these topics, and everyone was like, yes. I never did it. Even though you might see me be everywhere, do all the things, it's not reality for anyone. What I can help you, Chris, is currently, I do have one writer, but I am going to be lessening their work over time. I'm going to streamline my business. Now, I recently have a goals post on Twins Mommy of my plan. I actually didn't talk about my plan about streamlining my business, but my focus is changing. With all that I'm doing, I have 2 email lists. I have 2 YouTube channels. I have 2 Facebook groups. I have an Instagram profile and a TikTok profile. I'm on LinkedIn and Twitter. I'm everywhere. So what I end up doing is I focus in one area as much as I can. I lose steam, then I focus on another area. That's what I've been doing, and I build on what I already have. So if my focus was to create more lead magnets, then I would spend probably January creating 1 or 2 new lead magnets, and then I would cross that off my list. One of my goals always every year is to always constantly update my courses. I recently did that with freelance blogging in a weekend for writers who want to excel their blogging strategy and get blogging clients and make a lot of money with blogging. I revamped that course completely, and that was my focus. Next year, it'll be a different course. So I have these big plans and I try to squeeze them in. Summer is usually a slow time, but summer now is more family focused. I do early fall, October, November. I seem to have a little bit more time there. So I sort of gauge where I have my time. But as far as my business and what I'm focusing on, I'm going to drill down on Pinterest. Pinterest has been loving content creators. Oh, and I forgot, I'm also on Pinterest as another place I'm at. I do have a book. It's a brand new book. It's a standalone book. So it has my most up-to-date tactics that are not in Ready, Set, Block, or Traffic. So I encourage you, if you want to double down on Pinterest, to grab my book. It's going to be in the description below and all my YouTube videos. I'm going to focus just slightly less on search engine optimization, on keyword placement, and just changing things up. So I give an example. If, let's say, the keyword that you want to rank for might be Pinterest marketing tips. You go to your SEO tool and you look, okay, so it's Pinterest marketing tips. So I'm going to make a post with those keywords, like 25 Pinterest marketing tips to ramp up your traffic. Great. I'm going to write that. That's keyworded, right? That's heavily keyword, but realize that every single person is going to write a post with that term in that order. To stand out, I would write something like 25 amazing tips to ramp up your marketing on Pinterest. I moved all the words around. SEO is much more like with it. With what you are writing. They have a lot of background AI help for them to understand what your post is about. So you don't have to be topic heavy, SEO heavy. And I'm confident that Google will understand what I'm talking about when I write a post like this. So I'm going to be playing around with that. You may see some blog posts that have the exact match keyword. You might see ones that are, not. So I'm playing around with that. But Pinterest is where it's at. I might just do focus on Pinterest titles instead and just be more focusing on that and using those keywords instead. I'm going to drill down more too on monetizing this YouTube channel. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying for this video and all my other videos. I am wanting to monetize this channel so that I can now have 2 channels that are monetized. I can work on the growth of these channels, knowing that I am generating some kind of income every time I post a video. That's encouraging for me. And here's a snapshot of I just posted one video after not posting, and I already got a big boost of views. If I just do this consistently, I will. I do have a plan to post hopefully every 2 or every 3 days. Right now for both of my channels, it is possible. And I'm almost there at the 4,000 watch hours. I don't have enough for the 10 million views for shorts. As you can see, I only have 768. So I don't think that's a viable option for me. So I'm going to work on the 4,000 watch hours. So you can see, Chris, I am refocusing on areas that I already have in place and building on that. If monetization is your plan, Chris, then maybe something like an ebook would be better suited. Since you are a writer, this is something that you can whip out easily and then sell small ebooks. If video is not an option, do ebooks and workbooks and planners. Those do well as digital products, and that you can spend the time instead of blogging, instead of, once you're done writing for your clients, you have the weekend, spend your weekend doing that. And then that you have you're putting your foot forward on that. Once you have that one ebook, it's much easier to keep writing more and more ebooks or more and more workbooks, more and more planners. So I would definitely find one focus and then build it out, or find what you already have and build it out. And just to quickly go, I am going to be breaking up my course, Ready Set Blog for Traffic. It needs its own little course. So a traffic course, a Pinterest course, a writing course, something that's where it's going to be split up in some capacity like that, because that's what the courses build up in those modules. And I had future modules, so those will be future little courses, master classes. So I'm going to do that. And the reason why I'm doing that is because SEO is changing so much. Pinterest has changed so much that I just don't have the bandwidth to sit and revamp this entire course from A to Z or A to Z. It's too time consuming for me. I already know that. I cannot spend that much time on that. And I don't know if it's actually worth it as well, too. I'd rather break up the course and then spend one time just optimizing, updating that one masterclass, market that one masterclass, get it, out and about, get some sales. And then once that's generating passive income, move on to the next one and work on that and move on to the next one. And then once they're all updated, I can play around with bundling some, mixing up some, and that can help me make more money at a lesser price point. I'll just have more people buy those things. So that's sort of my plan for how I manage my time, and what I'm doing is that I'm just focusing on the things that will generate me money and generate me a new audience. Those are the 2 things that I am working on. I have several blogs. I use AI to write some of the content. I don't use AI, if at all. If it is, it's just for a bullet list on Twins Mommy. So, and I have a writer. So a writer wrote this one. The writer wrote that one, this was my YouTube videos, so they transcribed it. So I have a writer doing that, but like I said, I'm streamlining her content, so she's not going to be writing as much for Twins Mommy now. So I'm going to be writing more on Twins Mommy, but she will write for my niche site for a bit. So it's just things like that where I'm just refocusing, replanning, all that. If you only have the one blog, then focus on those money-making tasks, traffic-building tasks. Don't worry about having to be on Instagram and on Twitter and on Pinterest and on Medium and on YouTube, everywhere. I would just stick to Pinterest, especially if you want to do for blogging. If you want to do for client stuff and freelancing, stick to LinkedIn. That's it. LinkedIn or Pinterest. Those are the two places where you can generate lots of clients, lots of traffic, and eventually sales for your products. All right. So hopefully that helps you understand how I manage. On a day-to-day basis is different. My kids go to school Monday through Friday. I work from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And that's it, Monday through Friday. That's all I have. And I have to dedicate sometimes one day for client work, another day for blogging work, another day for client work, another day for this. And in between those fringe hours, I will post on LinkedIn and schedule posts. I've been scheduling posts on LinkedIn and trying to update Instagram. I gave up on Instagram for almost a month and now I'm back at it. So I take breaks and that's what works for me. The next question was from my Facebook group. Jane asks about blogging. She has lots of questions. So the EEAT in a health blog. Your Pinterest strategy at the moment. I have just about 20. Okay. What would be the best strategy to get to 50 sessions for Mediavine? I guess this is a question about EEAT in a health blog. If you're unsure, Google has expressed these parameters for your life, your money type of niches. Those are the ones that affect your life or your money. So they drill down on those types of content. And one of the biggest one is health, right? You need to provide the right health content so you don't hurt people. And so the EAT, which is experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trust, those are the parameters that Google looks at when they look at each person's blog. Do they exhibit experience, personal experience with this topic? Do they experience expertise in this topic? Do they experience authoritativeness? Are they well known? And is this trustworthy? Are people trusting what they say? This is hard if you don't have a medical background, Jane. If you have been a nurse, then you can mention those things. If you know other nurses, have them contribute, have them put in their author bio that they're a nurse. Those things can help you with a health blog, or you can niche down to healthy living, which is not YMYL. All right. So you can do like healthy recipes, healthy meditation, productivity. Those things do well on Pinterest. So if I just do healthy living, you can see you can write about healthy living the aesthetic way, exercising for beginners. You can talk about quotes, motivation, tips, daily routines. Those are very popular, daily routines. So you can write about like 100 daily habits for a healthy life. There you go. So this blogger is able to do a lifestyle or a healthy post. She does personal growth, lifestyle, travel, and content. So this is a lifestyle, all different topics. It's not just health. So you can do something like that. And Pinterest loves those types of content. My 5 a.m. morning routine. So here let's see what her blog is about. Self-improvement, living, wellness. Here's wellness stuff. So all of these things you can write about that won't impact the EEAT aspect that Google is looking at. All right. And this can do well with Pinterest. So my Pinterest strategy is, okay, I have just about 25 sessions, but over 50 page views a month. Now, I don't know what your Pinterest profile looks like. I don't know what your topic is. If it is health, I don't know what your headlines are. So I can't really help you. In my goals post on Twins Mommy, I do have a section saying that I am interested in doing like Pinterest auditing, Pinterest management. That could be a new service that I might open up in 2024. Let me know in the comments below if you're interested in me helping you with your Pinterest strategy, looking over your profile, helping you with pin designs and all of that. I am open to that. Your topic could be a big reason why you're not getting tons of page views from Pinterest. So consider that. Also, try to create different types of pins. So on my sponge hacks on my niche website, I created a pin like this. I created a pin like that. This is my normal pin. Created a pin like this. So I'm just playing around with different styles of pins. Sometimes I just put a picture and that's it. I have a small writing. Like I'm just trying a whole bunch of things to see what works. I have ones with tons of pictures. So I try different things on my niche website so that it brings a new audience. So that's something that you can consider doing. And that's a quick fix for you, Jane, if that's what it is. and try looking at different ways to say the same thing. My topic is freezer organizers that actually work, but I have small freezer organization. I have freezer organization. I have different ways to say what I want, and that can bring in a new audience. So the next question from Jane is, what would be the best strategy to get to 50,000 sessions for Mediavine? My strategy is to use Pinterest. Pinterest is where you can grab the most traffic. Now, I know you are struggling with Pinterest at the moment, but like I've said, play around with your pin designs, the topics. I don't know what your topic is. I'm assuming it's more health. And I've mentioned do more healthy lifestyle, healthy recipes. Recipes do well on Pinterest. And if you want to just spend the first quarter of your blog with recipes, I would focus on that. You can use something like ChatGPT to help you with recipes. So I can say, and steps. A healthy soup recipe uses rice noodles, lots of vegetables, provide the recipe and steps. So ChatGPT can help you with these recipes that you need: rice noodles, vegetable oil, an onion, garlic, ginger, bell pepper, carrot, some mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, vegetable broth, a soy sauce, rice vinegar, and there's like a lot here. Baby spinach, cilantro, onions, green onions, lime wedges, and then what to do. That sounds delicious actually. So cook the noodles, heat the vegetable oil in a large pot, add the sliced onion, garlic, and ginger, saute, then add the pepper, carrot, mushrooms to the pot, stir till they're softened, pour in the vegetable broth, stir in the soy sauce, rice vinegar, and sugar, bring to a boil, reduce, add the spinach or bok choy to the soup, divide the rice noodles among serving bowls. There you go. Garnish. That's a beautiful soup. So then you need to find rice noodle vegetable soup picture. You can use, if you have Canva, you can use Canva to create a picture of this. Let's see. So go to your apps, go to Magic Media, and let's do photo, and let's see what happens. I can be more specific at putting it like on a table in the kitchen. Like, let's see what it produces. So maybe something like this. There you go. It has carrots. It has the things that was in the recipe that ChatGPT gave me. And there you go. You can create recipes with beautiful pictures on your health blog for that month. You can do something like that. And then you will probably get a lot of traffic to Pinterest because you have these wonderful, unique recipes. And you can even try them out if you want to see how they taste. And you can give your personal opinion about it. It's something like this, which I'm going to probably end up making because it looks delicious. And I think that would be one way to get traffic to your blog so that you can get those 50,000 sessions for Mediavine in that quarter. Realize that Mediavine also wants you to sustain that amount of traffic for, I think, a month. So you have to continue providing. I would also focus on writing more often. I don't know how often you're writing, Jane, but I would bump it to at least twice a week if possible. Again, you can use ChatGPT, you can use Jasper to write that content. I've been writing like almost every other day on Sponge Hacks, and my traffic is going up and up with Sponge Hacks. You can see here with Sponge Hacks right now, I'm already like getting to the Mediavine threshold, and then I have to maintain it and see how this goes. So it is possible. And then here, how are you leveraging AI and which ones? There you go. I did show you Canva has a good AI. I did show you ChatGPT. Personally though, I do use mostly Jasper still. I use Jasper for the writing of the content. So if I was going to create content, my go-to is always this content generator here. So right here, rustic bedroom decor ideas with a coat rack shelf for rustic elements. I want it chic and snazzy voice, and then I have Jasper create this. So I might use some of this in my blog post. So for Sponge Hacks, I had right here. This is Jasper. The country aesthetic is all about embracing natural materials and cozy textures, from exposed brick walls to sumptuous woolen blankets. But what if we could take that same countryside charm and give it a modern twist? That's where country rustic decor comes in. There's my keyword. By blending aged wood finishes with bold pops of color, we can create a look that's both stylish and snug. That's Jasper. And this is Jasper. And I tried to weave in my own, like, oh, how cute is this? this, my own stuff in here. But that's right here. I love this look. I should have put look instead. The checkered blanket mixed with the grays and whites. Wonderful, right? Like I try to add more personal touch to it. I change sometimes the sentences. I'll only pick a couple sentences here and there. That's primarily Jasper. With ChatGPT, I use it for very quick things. So let's see. I used it. That was for demonstration. So freezer organizers that work. Here I gave it... Oh, what I've been using ChatGPT are for headlines that would do well with Discover traffic on Google. A lot of bloggers are saying they're getting a lot of traffic from Discover. So I want to see if those headlines work. So I'll use something like ChatGPT. That seems to work for me. So create a new headline that would get clicked from Google discovery traffic. Here is the headline. This is what I came up with. 14 freezer organizers that actually work. And then it gave me this one. And then I'm like, create 5 more. It gave me these. I didn't like how every single one had a colon. So don't use colon for the next 5. And then it gave me these. And I picked one of these. And there you go. I would use one of those for a headline. Lazy cleaning resolutions. Let's see what I have for this. This is a big thread. And that's what I find with ChatGPT. I have to like really finesse it, constantly reiterate. So here's a list of 21 quick and easy cleaning decluttering. Oh yeah, so I had a post for cleaning resolutions on Sponge Hacks. So let's see. This one I created myself. It gave me the 21. How many did I use them all? I don't think I used all 21. Nope. I only used 13 of those. See, so it gave me 21. I only picked 13 from those. And then write a first person introduction in the style of Elle McCain, a woman with a small, overwhelming mess of home and how it's totally challenging to clean with kids and adults in the home messing it up. Make the introduction include the keyword New Year's cleaning resolutions and variations of that keyword. Make the introduction around 200 words and make it Gen Z type of writing too. I don't like this, but if you look here, so here I am staring down the barrel of the new year, armed with a latte and a dream. Here I am staring down the barrel of the new year, armed with a latte and a dream. So I decided, because I was stressed for time, I didn't have much time, to just use ChatGPT for this blog post, just to get the introduction, and then I had it build out what it gave me. Here, break down the 1-minute rule. If the task takes less than a minute, do it immediately. That was what it said. This includes things like hanging up your coat or wiping down the counter. Include examples and products to use from Amazon. It gave me the concept and the purpose and the examples. And I think I had it transitioned into a short paragraph of 140 words. That's what I ended up using. And then I think I actually kept this whole sentence with the Amazon Basics microfiber cleaning cloth. Like I kept that in by accident. So yes, I do use ChatGPT for like certain things, but I don't rely on it too much. And this is ChatGPT 4 actually. So I do pay for this one, and I pay for Jasper. Jasper is more templated. It's easier to use. I also use it for image generation if I can't find something in Canva. Canva is also paid, so I don't know if they offer the image generation on a free tier, but I'm paid, so I don't know for sure. And yeah, those are the 2 AI tools that I use to create mostly content for Sponge Hacks. So hopefully that helped you. I do have a link to start Jasper for free down below, so you can see if that works for you. So someone on YouTube, Courtney, asks, with a new account, do you recommend only creating pins for your website or repinning other pins as well? If so, does it matter if you repin from Pinterest, or does it make a bigger impact if you pin from outside of Pinterest? It does not make a bigger impact if you pin outside of Pinterest. When I create a new account, I have to build up my boards with third-party pins. So at that point, I will create a new board and then find other people's pins, the top pins, and put them on my board. And then over time, I will have content that I've written in that topic, and then I can put my pins on that board. So that's the only time that I really use third-party pins. The other times where I'll pin or save a third-party pin, someone else's pin, is if I really like it. If it's something that like, wow, this is a cool pin design, this is a cool pin idea, I'm going to save it on my board. But ideally, you want to just create pins for your blog and pin your blog I would pin from your blog. I would create pins and upload them to Pinterest. I would do those things. I don't necessarily pin if I see it in my feed. I don't repin my pin anymore. I don't do that. So if I go to like the home feed, which I don't know if I see my pins even that often. Yeah, I don't even see my pins that often in my own feed. But if I did, I wouldn't repin them. And that was an old tactic that I used years ago, but I don't do that now. And I don't even see them here. So if you want the most up-to-date information about Pinterest, I do have a book called 15 Genius Pinterest Secrets for Bloggers. It is the 2024 edition. It's the most up-to-date information about it. So it has all of these secrets that I share about pin design, about the topic selection, like about a whole bunch of things that I've learned that can help you explode on Pinterest, because that's what I'm seeing on my niche website. Of course, the biggest indicator for success on Pinterest is your niche. I have several Pinterest profiles and they're not as explosive or great as my niche website one. Pinterest for Twins Mommy is okay. It's doing pretty well. As you can see here, I'm 529,000 monthly views. I have a lot of things, my trending pins here, my analytics here. So I am seeing growth. I am seeing potential for this profile still. And it's about blogging and making money and things like that. But my freelancer one is not that popular. If I go to my profile here, I have 53,000 monthly views and I don't get much shares or looks on my pins. A little bit here and there, like these are old ones because I don't pin to this profile very much. Only when I have like a new blog post and sometimes when I want to create different types of pins, but it's not that very often. This one is just straightforward, right from my blog. Any infographics, it's right from my blog. And it's rare that I'll create alternate pins, but this was an alternate pin that did quite well. So if I see that, well, then I'll just use this template to make more alternate pins. But it's just far and few between that I make an alternate pin. This was done in Tailwind. So Tailwind Create has a way to make pins. So I use that occasionally. I just try whatever works and see, or whatever can work on this profile. But I don't get a lot of Pinterest traffic for this topic. Now, if I double down, I maybe could get a bit more, but this site is established as SEO. So I'm sort of just playing the ground on both ends. For Twins Mommy, I do get a good chunk still of Pinterest traffic, so I'm going to utilize that. I'm going to use it. So like I said, if you are interested, consider getting my book. I share all the new tactics that I'm doing to grow my niche website and to see growth on Twins Mommy. The link to the book is in the description below, so make sure to check that out. Now, someone on Instagram asks, how do you select a niche for an affiliate marketing blog? And how do you market and get traffic on a blog on a software niche? I pick my affiliate marketing blog based on what I see is popular on Pinterest. Like I go there time and time again. There is a huge traffic potential. Like most women are on it. Most women do the buying in the house. Like this is where you can reach a lot of people. A lot of people are also using Facebook to get traffic. So they're cross promoting their Pinterest with Facebook. I haven't done that. I don't know how big that is or how I could leverage Facebook in that capacity. But for affiliate marketing, I would see what's popular in all the different niche. I have a video on Pinterest niches, so you can definitely use those for affiliate marketing. Like one of them was healthy living. There's a lot of healthy affiliates that you can get into. There's another one which was more like college life and college dorm. That's huge. There's a great potential for Amazon marketing and college planners and things like that where you can be affiliate for. So I would definitely spend some time on Pinterest, search different visual topics and see what's out there. Go to their blogs, see how popular are they? Are they running ads? Do they have an email list? All of that should tell you that it's a popular niche that you can make money in. Now you ask, how do you market and get traffic on a blog that's software related? Well, a lot of my clients are in the software niche, right? They do software as a service. And so you can look at those sites and see what are they using? They are using brand building tactics and SEO. That's all they're using. They're not on Pinterest and they're not on Medium. Some are on Medium, but it's not working for them. I see a lot of them on YouTube. So they have a YouTube channel to market their software stuff, talk about their software, things like that. So you can get traffic that way on YouTube, but always mentioning a blog post associated with that video. And then, using SEO. This is where people are doing, and then leveraging LinkedIn to talk about their software niche. And again, using that for brand building. These companies also do podcast interviews. So getting on podcasts can help you. Okay, so you have to think about it differently. Look at these software as a service niches, software tech gears and things like that, and see how they're building it. It's mostly with SEO and YouTube. You can also look and find them on Instagram. So like GoDaddy is on Instagram, and see how they're marketing their stuff. Hopefully that can help you. All right. These 2 questions were from Instagram. One asks, what's the best way to start a blog? And the other one asks, who should the host be for starting a blog? My preference has always been Bluehost to start a blog. So I do have a blog post that I'll link below that goes through the steps of starting a blog. I give you like potential what people can earn with a blog, and then how to do it step by step. You need to know what you're going to be writing about, and consider this something that you're going to be writing about for years to come. Twins Mommy is like 5, 6, 7 years old. So you need to figure that out, that you have enough content to write about for many, many years to come. You can look at what you're passionate about. If there's a need for your niche, if you see a lot of people talking about blogging tips, well, that's popular. You can start a blog about blogging tips. My only suggestion is to carve out some way to stand out in the blogging niche. My way was that I was a mom to twins. That's how I stood out in the blogging niche. And then if it's possible to monetize it, look at other people in that niche. Do they have an email list? Are they selling digital products? Are they on YouTube? What are they doing? So that you can see if they're monetizing it. You can also use something like Jasper to help you get pillar blog post ideas. I show you there. As far as your platform, like I said, I personally use Bluehost. A lot of people have found success using Bluehost. It's easy, it's cheap, and they cover everything for you. You have to choose a domain name when you sign up to Bluehost, and that's just what you see in the bar above. That will be your name of your site. And so starting with Bluehost, this is where you can check for your new domain. Make sure it's .com. You don't want a .co. You don't want something different and cool and hip that you see other people. You will not get a lot of traffic if it's a .co. It needs to be a .com. Bluehost also has 24/7 support for all your questions. It's fantastic. I've used them. They answer the question right away. I have lots of testimonies of people saying how great the support is for Bluehost. I am the most untechnical person ever, and somehow between Bluehost support and my course, I actually have a website. This person says, I have nothing but great things to say about their tech support. They're technologically challenged, and Thomas and Oren are my new buds. They're personal people. Oren has even sent a follow-up just checking on your progress to see if they need any more help. I mean, she was like, they go above and beyond. So Bluehost has really stepped up the game in the last couple years, that I wholeheartedly support Bluehost and recommend Bluehost for bloggers and for my freelancers. They automatically install WordPress for you. You don't even have to do anything. Once you sign up, it starts working with Bluehost. They work together and it's affordable. I mean, I have a video here so you can look at all of that, and then you can decide on what plan to choose. I recommend just the basic, but I do recommend a 3-year term because you're going to get the biggest savings up front. So consider this an investment. Consider this that you have 3 years to make money with your blog, and that's more than enough to make money with your blog. All right. And then choosing your domain, like I said, you can choose your domain or you can skip this. If you skip it, it's a little bit cumbersome to go back and find the new name. So I would really focus on creating the new domain name, your blog name, right away. As far as the package, you do pick the 36 month. You don't need domain privacy protection. All of this stuff you don't need. It's up to you if you want it, but you don't need it. Bluehost installs WordPress, then you need to pick a theme. So I use the Astra theme, and then you can go from there, and you can log into your account by going to the Bluehost, My Sites, Create Site, this is here, and you can do that until you set set up your name as admin, and then you can log in through your back end of your blog, right? There are lots of YouTube videos out there to help you with that step as well, once you have WordPress installed and how to access your blog. But that's basically it. I'll put a link to that in the description below if you need more help on how to start a blog. I have other links in there that can help you. And then hopefully that'll help you with the best host. There are other ones for sure. SiteGround, I started with SiteGround actually, but I didn't like over years. I didn't like their support. They weren't that helpful. It got harder. My traffic or my blog kept shutting down because of the traffic that I was getting. It just wasn't great. So Bluehost, I've had no issues with like influx of traffic at all. I mean, my Twins Mommy at one point was getting over 100,000 page views. It supported me beautifully. No problems with that. Another person on Instagram asks, what are the best social media platforms a freelance blogger should be on? I just started on Instagram and Twitter to help gain social presence. I'm seeing Pinterest as a viable option to help expose my blog. Okay, so for freelance, I think I mentioned with Chris to focus on LinkedIn. Be on LinkedIn for freelance blogging clients. Get your clients on LinkedIn. Okay, you can build your brand on LinkedIn as well. You don't need to be on Pinterest or Twitter if you just want to focus on blogging clients. Now, if you want to focus on growing your blog, then yes, Pinterest is where it's at. Twitter is fun just to connect with other freelancers, but it's not necessary. How long did it take you to build an online following on your socials? I was fortunate that when I first started blogging, I entered a blogging circle of other bloggers that would go to other bloggers and comment. Like, I don't know how I found that out, but I was reading other bloggers, commenting on their blog. I guest posted on their blog and build a following that way. And that didn't take too long, about a month. Nowadays, it's different. Nowadays, most people want to be on social media. They don't want to be on a blog. They don't want to leave comments on the blog. So it's a little bit different. You can build your audience, like I said, with LinkedIn. LinkedIn, you can turn on the creator mode and have people follow you instead of connect with you. With my LinkedIn profile, I have these followers. So I just opened it up to like the creator mode. That just builds my brand. And so I'm getting a lot of impressions on my posts now because of that. So here's, like, I just posted this 4 hours ago and I have 1,500 impressions, 1,000 impressions. I think one of them was like up to 20,000 impressions. So I think opening up to creator mode can help with getting more views to your posts. So I would do something like that to build your brand. And does it matter at the end of the day having social proof to be successful? As a freelancer, not necessarily. You don't have to be everywhere. Having LinkedIn is great, and then maybe a Twitter, and that's it. That's all you need for freelancing. You don't need to be everywhere. Other freelancers use YouTube to show their service. So a lot of Pinterest management people do that. Social media managers go on YouTube. As a freelance blogger, you don't need to have that as a lead generator. Personally, that's what I think. I could be wrong, but every freelance writer that's on YouTube is sharing freelance writing tips. They're not sharing tips to get clients. So it's different. But Pinterest managers share tips to get people to sign up for their audits and Pinterest management stuff. And video editors create videos about their video editing services to get people to sign up to have them edit their videos. Like, there are ways on YouTube that other freelancers can leverage, but as a writer, I would use LinkedIn in the creator mode and Twitter to just share your thoughts and leave it at that. Like, you don't need to be on Instagram unless you like work with coaches and that's where your audience, your clients are. Well, then you have to be on Instagram rather than Twitter. What's your advice and experience on all of that? Okay, hopefully that helps you with my experience. Like I said, I started with LinkedIn and Twitter. I did that for like several years. It was only when I started Twins Mommy that I started Instagram and YouTube. No, I started YouTube. Sorry, I started YouTube before I started YouTube on Twins Mommy. Sorry about that. So I did LinkedIn and Twitter for my freelance writing for many, many years. I did Facebook. So Facebook, I was just doing lives on Facebook, and that's when I started my YouTube channel. So Facebook at that time was really nice. I actually got a couple clients through Facebook. So that's an option for you. It's also a nice platform just to showcase your work, share your client pieces on Facebook. People know Facebook. So I would do that rather than Pinterest personally if your clients hang out on Facebook too. And then when I started Twins Mommy, I did Instagram, I did TikTok, I did YouTube. All right, another person on Instagram. How many keywords do you use per words? Do you mean per post? And with what density? It all depends on which blog you're talking about. So for my sponge hacks, I use a lot of different keywords. Men's bedroom ideas is one of them. I use that 14 times in this post that's like, I don't know, 1,800 words. And then other words, I don't remember what the other words are in this one. Usually the headlines are keywords, so I have the ideas there. Oh, maybe this one is another keyword. I don't know. Let's see. That's only there, that one. Simple. Maybe that one's one. And bedroom decor ideas. Typically, those are keywords that you would use. Let's see, in my kitchen essentials, that's another keyword. I use that 3 to 9 times. And then I don't know what other keywords. Let's see, I'm at the end here. Yeah, I just use like low hanging fruit ones, like kitchen items for your apartment is probably a long tail one. Kitchen apartment essentials is probably another one. First kitchen is probably another keyword. First apartment kitchen, that's probably a keyword. So I use a few. I give my writer like a lot of different keywords that they can add into their post if it's relevant. I try to put like up to 10 different variations, but it depends. Like on my other sites, I'm not as keyword heavy. I pick a general keyword and then maybe 1 or 2, and then that's it. So it all depends on your goal and what your site is doing. All right, another person on Instagram. I also want to know your opinion about blogging in saturated niches and driving traffic from Pinterest and other social media platforms. Will it work? Yes, it will work. You know, blogging tips is a saturated niche, but like I mentioned, if you can angle it differently, blogging tips for mom coaches, blogging tips for mom entrepreneurs, blogging tips for college kids who want to work from home. I don't know, blogging tips, you can just angle it differently and then your audience will come based on that angle. Yes, driving traffic on Pinterest is better now this year in 2024 than it has ever been in 2023 or 2022 or 2021. So this is a time to get on Pinterest. Idea pins are gone. Now Pinterest needs to scramble and start promoting content creators again. So this is the time. That's why I suggest you get my book, 15 Genius Pinterest Secrets for Bloggers, okay? Grab that book, go through it, and you can apply it that day. When should a blogger start monetizing a blog with Google AdSense? I personally wouldn't start with Google AdSense. You're not going to make a lot of money. You're just not going to make a lot of money with Google AdSense. It's not worth it. I would stick to growing your blog, getting your traffic up and up and up for maybe Ezoic and then eventually Mediavine. I was going to go with She Media last November because I got approved, but I decided to just wait because once I was in She Media, I had to wait a whole year. I had to have a contract for a whole year. And I just felt like, I don't want to lock myself in case I reach that threshold. I can make more money on Mediavine. Personally, that's what I would do for traffic. As far as monetizing, my old viewpoint was to wait a year at least, start your email list, build it up, and wait that year to launch a product. I think now if you start your email list early, if you start your Instagram presence or wherever you're going to hang out early on to build an audience, that you can probably start monetizing within the 6-month mark, as long as you have created enough content for people to read on your blog to know who you are. I think it's easier to open up with a service right off the bat. Open up your service, tell people about it, write about it. You'll get leads that way. And then over time, you can develop a course or other digital products. That's probably the faster way. And you can start that like on day 1. All right. So hopefully that helped you. All right. Bernadette on Instagram. I have a question. How many blog posts do I need to really earn money? Currently, I have 50 blog posts up and only 75 outbound views from Pinterest per month. I'm consistent in pinning 5 fresh pins on Pinterest daily. I'll increase to 10. All right. You're still not getting a lot of views from Pinterest. So again, I don't know what your niche is. You didn't tell me what your niche is. I don't know what your Pinterest profile looks like. So I can't really help you with why you're not getting a lot of views. It could be your topic. Maybe it's just not a popular topic on Pinterest. So how many blog posts? Again, to earn money? It all depends. I would think by this time at 50 blog posts that you should be earning money. That's my feel, but I don't know how long these blog posts are. I don't know if you're keywording them. I don't know if they're popular topics for Pinterest. My niche website, I try to draw from trending topics. I try to draw from popular topics. I do have a masterclass, the Ultimate Affiliate Post Workflow, that shows you this strategy of making Amazon affiliate marketing using Pinterest. So I suggest you consider taking this course so that you can get an idea of how this process works, because this is what I've been using. And although I don't make a lot of money with Amazon, it's like $200 a month, $300 a month. I'm hopeful, because when I first started, for years I was only making $100 a month. So now it's up to $300 to $400 a month. So I just have to be diligent and persistent. But this definitely, I would grab this in the new year. I should market this a bit more heavily, because this is the opportunity right now that Pinterest is showing us these things so that you can write about them. Okay, definitely pick this up. It's already down in the description, actually. So just the ultimate affiliate post workflow. Okay, this person asks, what is the best and most affordable blogging platform? Personally, I think it's Bluehost with WordPress.org. WordPress.org is free to use, so you just have to sign up to hosting with Bluehost. It's the cheapest out there with a basic plan. And then ways to write posts with a variety and creativity and stand out from the crowd. That's a big question. If you look at my Elna Kane site, I do my best to infuse my own personality, my own way of writing. A lot of these haven't generated many comments, but this is how I write a winning pitch email for websites. This was very personal. This is just what I do, all of this stuff. I write content that actually helps them, that is different from what you would see. So let's just look quickly. How to write an email pitch. I have follow the guidelines, demonstrate you're the expert, don't pitch the same topic to multiple websites, work on your author bio, incorporate keywords, add credible sources, keep copies. Okay, so those are the ones. Now, if I go and try to search, write a winning pitch. Let's see what Indeed says about writing a winning pitch. What is a pitch? How to pitch? So read the guidelines, introduce your ideas and establish your angle, explain your methodology, estimate a deadline, be prepared to take notes, like questions. Like these are nothing that I have, right? Because mine are personal. Let's see. Hello Bonsai, another company. A person wrote it, so maybe they're a freelancer. Don't undersell yourself. Know who you're pitching. Know your audience. Gauging subject line. Start with a hook. Pitch a story. Brevity's best. Be relevant. Be ready. And then examples. It's different than what I have. I have an example. My ideas are different, but I'm not on the first page here, I don't think. Yeah, so personally, I decided to write that because it's relevant to my audience. It's not relevant to anywhere here on Google. I'm nowhere to be found. Oh, there I am. I'm way down here. Because I wasn't focused on keywords at all, actually. I was focused on helping my audience. And if you look at the comments, now this is helpful. I will need to beef up my SEO game, but now have a template. Thank you for the hard work. That's all I need. I need validation that this was helpful. All the other ones I just showed you were not helpful for this person, but this one was. That's what I mean by standing out. You need to draw from your own experience to write and be confident that the things that you're writing will appeal to an audience. I did not follow, and I never, ever, for all the years that I've been online, go and search my topic first in Google and then read what they're writing. I do that for client pieces. I don't do that for my own personal blog. I never have done that. Never. If I'm in keyword mode, I will search Pinterest, I will search Ahrefs and look at the blog post briefly to see. But if I'm writing a blog post at that moment, I already have an idea. I already have what I'm going to write about. I decided to stem from this video, and I use some of the things in the video that I talked about. But then I go into my own world and what I believe. I don't know if I mentioned this in the video, I may have. But these are the things that I feel are the most important things to writing a pitch for a guest posting site or for a client piece. That's what matters to me. And even though I'm not ranking, I can share this on social media. I can share this with my email list. Obviously, someone found this extremely helpful. And that's all I need. I just need that validation that what I'm working on is helpful for people. My goal is just to grab pinners and get people to click on my stuff. So, my most popular post, well, it's not my most popular, but it was one that I wrote early on that took off. So it was 8,000 shares. This is the first one that really took off. I was writing on this blog for several blog posts and it wasn't taking off. I'm like, what is going on? I can write good. And so what I found, and time again, that Pinners like big list posts. 41, 51, 61, 71. I have another one that I'm like, okay, they like that. Well, then how about if I do 101? I think it was 101. 106. Did 106. Has 1,000 shares. I outdid myself and did 106. Must know this is a strategy that I started with my other sites, is to just do list posts. And you'll see with Sponge Hacks, that's all it is. It's list post, list post, list post, list. Nope, not that one. List post. List post. List. It's probably 95% list. They're all list-based posts because that's what pinners like. That's what people like. So you can also pair your knowledge and expertise with a list-based post. They're called listicles. Go to Pinterest to see what the topic's about, what people are pinning about, right? If I do firewood storage, I can see what people like. So they have DIY, they have solutions, storage ideas, creative ideas. They just have standalone pictures of firewood, right? Like I can see all of this to get an idea of I want to write about this and look at, wow, that's a cool thing. Well, that's indoors. I'm going to feature them. I'm going to embed that pin on my blog post, right? So this just gives me ideas like, wow, this is people want to know about fire storage. If I just do fire storage, maybe I can get a drop down menu. Yeah, fire storage for the indoor, for living rooms. Like this is a popular topic and I can just go for indoor and then see like all these beautiful pins of indoor fire storage things, right? And that helps me decide like, wow, this is a good visual topic that I can write about, that people want to know about. They want to have it be chic. They want it to look nice in their house, something like this, like they want it to look nice. That's the angle that I'm going to do. So when I write this post, I'm using AI to help me, but this was an AI generated image. I'm trying to just look at what's popular. These are what's popular, these styles, right? Like those are all popular. Another AI generated image, right? Like those are what's popular. I wrote about them that way. For pinners, they don't stay long on your blog. They scroll, they look at a picture. If they like it, they'll click over and buy it. That's the audience. With my Ellen McCain blog, I want people to read my content. So if you want people to read your content, you have to have an angle and you have to pull them into your world and have a good outline with it. I definitely outlined this post before I wrote it. I have a post that I'm writing for LinkedIn profile tips. There are like 17. I already wrote the tips, all 17 of them, based on what I feel are the best ones. Now I have to go and write about them. That's what I do to, I guess, stand out. Developing your voice takes time, but it's all dependent on your niche. Now with Twins Mommy, my voice is different. We made it, mama. It's 2024 and it's a new year to change habits, try new strategies, and get some amazing blogging goals. Like I know my audience on this blog. I know that they are moms, that they want to know about me. So they may not read everything. They just want to sort of read a little bit of like, whoa, what's happening? Oh, she's dialing down on Pinterest and focusing on her channel and stuff. That's what I know for my audience here. They do stay a bit longer to read my content, but not as long as they do on my Elna Kane site. Thank you, Elna, for being there, always putting proper articles or videos. I was searching for blogging goals and then boom, I give her what she wants, right? Like, so it's also timing. It's the new year. Everyone wants resolutions. They want goals. They want healthy plans. They want ways to change their habits. Those are all great things in the beginning of the year. What's popular in the fall? Getting kids ready for school. Meal planning is huge at that time in the fall. Lots of things like that. Productivity tips so they can keep on going. And then, like you find pockets in the season that you can write something that could be evergreen, that could stand, like productivity tips that could go at any season, but you might write it during the high season. And you can go to Google Trends. That could help you, although it's Google, it's SEO stuff still. But if I do maybe productivity hacks, this is in Canada, but worldwide, you can see that the highest is in January, right here. The lowest is in July, right? So you might want to do productivity in the new year. So that's where you can sort of base your writing. So then at least you are with the flow. And then once you can grab people's attention with a really good headline and your own personal style of writing, you'll get people to stay on your blog, read your content. It's a listicle. People love that. And there you go, right? That's the nice magical template that you can use. Hey, and this person from YouTube, I have questions about such as how can we use ads on all the blogs and YouTube videos, how to do planning for my blog posts and videos. Okay, I'm searching how to do planning. I can make 2 to 3 hours, okay, for my blog and YouTube every day. That's perfect. I'm thinking of planning blog posts and videos. I am getting confused whether I should first concentrate on affiliate products or write normal blog posts. Should I post on blog or YouTube? If you can guide me. You're doing all the things. So let's just think about this methodically. You have 2 to 3 hours each day to do blog and YouTube. My suggestion is to write a blog post and then do a YouTube video on that blog post. You don't have to do YouTube every single day and you don't have to blog every single day, but you can make that a thing to do every other day. So write a blog post every other day. If it doesn't take you all day, schedule and do a YouTube video that same day. All right. And then you can link to your blog post. Now with YouTube video, I wouldn't share everything you have in your blog so that you can get people from YouTube to your blog by saying, if you want more tips, more help on whatever topic, read my blog post. The other days, it says you're thinking about digital products like planners and printables and sell them on Amazon or Etsy. I think first I should concentrate on affiliate product promotion. Okay, if you feel like you're not confident yet for digital products, that's fine. I didn't do digital products for the longest time either. So you have 2 to 3 hours for this. You can create affiliate marketing blog posts and then you can create a YouTube video off of that. So if I was going to do my niche website, so if I decided to do a video on the coolest indoor firewood storage ideas, I would say like 9 hacks to store firewood in your small living room. I would just mention these things. I would go around my house if I had them. Ideally, I would have a small house. I would have the storage thing and show them once and then do stock video or talk about it and then say, hey, I have like 19 more areas that you can focus on in your living room to store firewood. Check out my blog post. That's it. They can go there and it's all affiliate based. You can do it that way too, but you don't need to blog every single day, do YouTube every single day. On the other days, I would market your blog and YouTube on whatever platform you want to be on. If it's Twitter, if it's Pinterest, if it's Instagram. I think you're on Instagram. This is YouTube. If you're on Instagram, you can definitely, I try to post in my stories a new blog post or a blog or a YouTube video. And so that does well. I get some traffic that way. I post on Twitter too of any new YouTube videos I have. So that gets traffic to YouTube as well. Those are the ways that I would use social media. You would do writing and YouTube one day, the next day you do promotion. Writing and YouTube the next day, the next day you do promotion. Try to see if that works. If it burns you out, focus less on YouTube. Just write a blog post and then the next day find ways to market it. Maybe write a lead magnet about it for an affiliate product. Do something different. And then the next day you could do a YouTube video. Find what works for you. And then if you get some money with your affiliate marketing, then you know that you can create a digital product later down the road. So hopefully that helped you. I'm sorry if this was like super, super long, but I wanted to get through all the questions. Post more questions down below if I didn't answer them, and make sure you check out the Ultimate Affiliate Post Workflow and the 15 Genius Pinterest Secrets for Bloggers. These 2 things I know will help you in 2024. All right, so check those out, see if it's something that you're interested in. And as always, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.